And what was one of your most challenging projects that you've had to deal with, and why was it challenging, and how did you overcome it?
We just did a project for one of our clients that had to be done in 2.5 weeks. So that was a challenge because I would never want to just sort of rush and like do something that I wasn't proud of. So.
Hi, I'm Jackie Gunn, editor of LA Home Magazine, and today I'm at Rummage on Beverly Boulevard here with my good friend Kishani Perera.
Hi.
And we're interviewing her on interior design because she is one of the most highly coveted interior designers in all of Los Angeles, and her clientele is actually, well, let's get into the interview and we'll find out.
Sounds good.
So how did you get your start in interior design?
You know, it's something I always sort of did. Like when I was younger, I didn't realize that I was doing interior design. I was just always sort of redoing my room, rearranging, finding vintage furniture from thrift shops and like redoing them. I just didn't realize it was a career until my early 20s. After college, I went through the whole gamut of, I'm going to be a writer, I'm going to be an actor, I'm going to be an artist. And then
someone was telling me you used to do photography and you were an editorial model. And
yeah, I was an actor. I live in LA. It had to happen at some point. So yeah, I did that briefly when I was younger, and it was always fun, but never like the thing, the calling. And I spent many years trying to figure it out. And if every one of my friends was like, "It's so obvious what you should be doing." I was like, "Really? What?" They're like, "You're an interior designer." I was like, "No, God, no, that's not me." And they're like, "You're always redoing everybody's apartments and houses. Like, this is what you should be doing." And I was like, maybe. So got to thinking about it. Went to UCLA back to school for the design program. Within the first hour of the first class, I was like, oh my God, this is it. So yeah, that was it.
You're a huge name in Los Angeles.
Say so.
I know. So at what point do you think that things just started taking off for you? Because so 10 years or 12 years ago you started this. And then was it when you had your storefront, or?
I think it was just great word of mouth. I started working with an actress, and she told her friends and their friends, and so
Are you allowed
just
to
sort
say
of
what actress?
Yeah, Molly Sims was one of my very first clients, and so she was great about just sort of publishing the house and saying great things about me, and she was really happy with our collaboration. So I was very lucky in that sense. And then she referred me to her friends, and people saw the projects, and I started getting phone calls, and that was kind of the beginning.
Like looking around, there's so many different pieces. So what do you think is your design aesthetic? What would you say it is?
Super eclectic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love all design. That's the good and bad of it because I can kind of work with any style. I love
I've seen you do traditional homes, and I've seen you do something that's super eclectic.
Yeah.
So I know that you run the gamut, but what's your true passion? What inspires you?
Travel inspires me, different cultures inspire me, so there's a lot of like ethnic touches in pretty much everything I do.
Yeah, these beautiful colors.
Yeah, like whether it's Moroccan or Indian or Sri Lankan, like my family's heritage, and where my family comes from, everything's like really rich and colorful and like beautiful metals, the women wear the bangles and everything, so even though I've never spent a ton of time there, I think that has some influence on what I do.
So, I can go online, I can make an appointment with you. How often does this inventory turn over?
It's changing all the time, so I don't necessarily have like specific dates for buying. So if I find something amazing, I buy it. So I'm always out there. Yeah, just come all the time because you never know what's going to be here. Because I'm always out shopping. I'm always looking at auctions and doing things. So if I find something amazing that I think people are going to love, I buy it. So you never know.
All right, well, I'll be stopping in a lot.
Great.
And thank you so much for having us today. It was
Thanks
so
for
much
coming.
fun to interview you and to get to know you more.
Thank you so much. See you soon.